Okay, so for writing this week, you're going to finish your writing from last week. So you have created your rough draft from last week, and then this week you're going to kind of edit and revise. So the first slide in this says to copy and paste your draft from last week. That's just so that you'll have your draft, that you'll have it for this Google Slides, because you won't have it. Chloe, please mute your mic, please. You won't have your draft right in front of you because it's from a different Google slide. So if you copy and paste it, that way you'll know where it's what you're working with. Okay, so you'll have a video for day 5 to watch, and then she's going to talk about writing a lead. Okay, the beginning of your story. Okay, so a lead is also another word for a hook. Has anybody ever, or have your teachers in the past talked about a hook for your writing? Okay, raise your hand if you've ever gone fishing before. Who's ever gone fishing? Okay, so you know that at the fishing pole, on the line, you'll have a hook, right? You gotta have that hook so that the fish will bite onto it, and that way you'll catch it, right? So your hook in your writing is just like a hook when you're fishing. When you throw out your line into the water and you're about to start reeling it in, you want to be able to hook a fish and reel it in and get them in, right? And catch it. That's the same thing as this writing. When you are starting out your story with a hook, you're trying to get your readers hooked onto your story, and that way you can reel them in and bring them in, and they are into your book. They want to read your story. They are excited about your story. Okay. Then you're going to watch another video for day 6 on showing, not telling. Okay, this is super important in your writing. When you are telling something, for example, he was in his bedroom. Okay, if you have a story, or you just opened up a book, a brand new book, and you're super excited, you've heard everybody talk about it, and the first chapter, the first sentence was, he was in his bedroom. Is that an exciting beginning of the story? No, there's no details in that. Okay, cool, he's in his bedroom. I don't know anything about how he's feeling, what's in his bedroom, why he's in his bedroom. Okay. The difference between telling and showing, instead of saying he was in his bedroom, you're going to use a lot more details to tell your story. Books were stacked on the desk. Clothes were strewn across the floor, and the bed covers were in a pile at the foot of the bed. He cleared a path from the door to his dresser. Okay, that just painted the entire picture for me without just saying he was in his bedroom. Okay, I would much rather be able to paint that picture in my head and make a movie out of that in my head than he was in his bedroom. Okay, it was a lot more specific. Day 7, you're going to learn about dialogue. Okay, dialogue, the characters are talking. You're going to want to include dialogue in your story. So your characters are going to need to talk to each other or to the reader. Okay. The dialogue, it is the exact words that a character says. Okay. You also will have to include quotation marks. Those are those little, they kind of look like apostrophes. Okay. At the beginning and at the end of what the character is saying. That's dialogue. And then day 8, talks about starting and ending paragraphs. Okay, so when your character is starting to talk, you'll start a new paragraph. Okay, sometimes when dialogue is in a story, that it'll just be one line. It may not be included in like sentences. Okay, so that's what it means by paragraph. Okay, every time the setting changes. So if I was at home, or if my characters were at home and then they went to the movies, I would start a new paragraph to talk about them at the movies. Another time a new paragraph would start would be when the time moves forward a lot. Okay, so that kind of goes with the setting. And a new character is introduced. So if I was talking about a new character, I would start a new paragraph. You should have, in the end, at least 4 paragraphs. Hold up 4 fingers. 4 fingers. You will need at least 4 paragraphs. You can have more. You cannot have less. You have to have 4 or more. Got it? Okay. So once you have filled out all that, figured out all that, and added it into your story, you're going to retype or post a picture of your final draft. That means you're rewriting your draft. You are not posting your rough draft, okay? You're posting your final draft. That means spelling is correct, punctuation is correct, capitalization is correct, everything makes sense. It's your final writing, okay? All right, I will be sending out emails today to your school email. Do not leave yet. Do not leave yet. I will be posting, I'm trying to post grades. I'm trying to get up to date with grades so your parents can look on iNow and look at grades. But I also am sending out emails today telling you what I'm missing from last week. If you are missing stuff from last week, you have until tomorrow morning to finish it. You have until tomorrow morning because it is Tuesday. You had all weekend. You had a long weekend. So I should not be missing very much from people. So check your school email. I will also email parents and tell them to check your school email so that you can get your work finished. Okay? Okay. Uh-huh. All right. Does anybody have any questions about what we're doing this week? Okay. All right. How do you go to the meet groups? The small groups are on the template. It is at the top where it says news and updates. Yes, Monday counted. That's fine. At the top it says news/updates, and it talks about small groups, and it has a link. It says, well, slow, but at the top it'll say small groups, and then you'll click that, and it'll open up a doc, and then it'll tell you what small group you're in. Okay, it's on the template under news and updates. All right, I want you to post your favorite subject, school subject, and then you are free to go. Yes. Are you talking about the Ed Puzzle? Are you talking about the Ed Puzzle, Cam?
Yes, ma'am.
The traditional literature Ed Puzzle?
Yes, sir.
All right, how? Okay, yeah, make sure you're in my class. You may be in, it may have like defaulted and put you in the class from last year. Thank you, Chloe. Okay, you got that, Cam? Did you hear her? Okay. All right, try that and see if that helps. Yes. Yes, for today. Yes, Joseph. Yes. That's fine.
What was your supposed to